cool thing about Broakland is it's this one guy who's been around in the bike industry for his whole life, who's thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and it's him, you know, doing the thing that he sees right.
My name is Jason Montano, and I build bikes. There's a number of parts to selling a bike and then building it and then delivering it. Our process looks a lot like this. So I have a bike shop, and in our shop we have, you know, a number of Broaklands here that are test ride vehicles, basically. I'll come up with a series of numbers, and I will come up with an idea of what that bike needs to look like within those numbers. You know, and I'll have a vision, basically, of what I want that to be. That gets translated to my CAD designer. We take that drawing, we send that over to a fabricator. We'll send it over to him, he'll build it up for us. That frame will come back to us, then we'll send it off to paint. Then it comes back to me, and then we build it up per the customer's spec. And that's the process from purchase to end.
Prodigy pushing popular agendas to the side. Shades in a knitted cap when I rhyme, or I ride like the high part of a drum set. One quest to survive, sunrise to my sunset, or my sunset when the time do come. The agony of apathy when my mind's so numb. Shout out to the homie Simon for being the first believer. And word up for the international feature. And the flock for visioning out the future. In the pot, I am cooking what you ain't used to. Eating beats like a vegan, gas like I'm off of these beans.
So Jason will have, I think, you know, like an order for a new frame or an idea for a new frame, and we have a spreadsheet we've collaborated on, and basically you'll fill out, you know, he'll fill out this spreadsheet, you know, what's, you know, wheel size, all these kind of key parameters, fork length, fork rake, head angle, seat angle, bottom bracket height, and there's maybe 20 parameters we'll fill in on that spreadsheet. Then I will start to sketch the shape of the bike in 2 dimensions. And it's a flat, you know, basically a planar, you know, view of the bike, just a side view. And from there, I'll start translating that into a 3-dimensional model. When the 3-dimensional model is done, I update the drawing, send it back to Jason for approval. He says, yeah, it looks good. Everything's good. He sort of signs off on the drawing, and from there, he sends it to the fabricator to get fabricated.
Bikes are fun just because they, you know, they're a dynamic thing. People get to go ride them and enjoy them, and it's pretty cool to, you know, see people that you have made bikes for out in the world, you know, using the thing. It's, you know, it's what they're for, and it's pretty neat. And, you know, the real value in Broakland is that the guy behind it is really deeply engaged. And, you know, I'd like to think that I bring something to the table too, because I have to execute that. But, you know, what really sets Broakland apart, honestly, is that they're a really high quality steel production bike made in America. There's very little of that anymore. Almost everything that's production is either carbon or aluminum these days. And Jason's goal, his vision, is to make a super high quality, made in the Bay Area, really nice riding, high quality bicycle.
It takes an environment, and it takes the challenges of your environment that you experience on it, and turns them into something quite fun. It turns into something that can be handled, and handled well.